Hello, MonstersAbound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 17 of my Throgg campaign, which unfortunately is going to have to come to an end. Sadly, part 17 is going to be the last. We're going to try and end it with a bang by brutally murdering Mannfred, though, because that just seems like a good laugh, doesn't it? Good little giggle. So we're going to do that. The reason it's going to have to come to an end is because we've got the patch for the Hunter and the Beast coming very soon. I technically can continue this campaign by upgrading and downgrading between versions. However, that usually takes about 45 minutes, and realistically, it just isn't viable in the long run. I just can't. If I forget to do it, then I have to spend 45 minutes waiting around, and I just don't have that time, unfortunately. So we're going to have to end it. Also, the fact that different versions of the game, replays don't play well with each other. So if I have a replay from a version of the Hunter and the Beast and then downgrade the game and try and load the replay screen, not the replay, just the replay screen, it will crash the game. And that has issues because obviously if I don't remember that I've done that, it seems strange, but I need to clear the replay folder out. And if I don't remember I haven't done that, I can play a battle, get to the end, go, okay, fine, let's save the replay so I can watch it later and record it. The game will crash, then obviously I've lost not only the battle, but also anything up to the previous end turn of the previous turn, because it saves every turn, but at the beginning of the turn. So then I have to go through the end turn, remember what I've done, go and fight the battle again, and so on. So it's just unfortunately not very viable. But we're going to see if we can kill off Mannfred. I'm sure Mannfred's around here somewhere. I bet he's at Overhaul. Probably at Overhaul, that's my guess. We can always go and beat up Castle Drakenhof just for shits and giggles, can't we? Throgg is indeed Lord of the Monster Horde. I'd like to actually maybe try and do another Throgg campaign at some point. Obviously, we're playing Nakai the Wanderer at the moment, and we are heading through Norska at the current time, which is exciting. So go and watch that if you'd like to see more Norskans getting brutally murdered. We've seen quite a few here, and of course Kroxigors who aren't quite as strong, I feel like, as the ice trolls, which is a bit of a shame. Close, but not quite there. I'm not sure how Throgg stacks up against Nakai. Hopefully one day we'll find out. We'll see if Nakai can beat up Throgg or vice versa. See what happens there. Exciting times. In the meantime, let us my ruinous powers. Yeah, Eggy's happy. That's nice. Okay, Throgg, I'm kind of tempted to just leave you there for the moment. Let's just leave you there. I think what I'm going to do, I think it's going to take a few turns to get over to the, because there's a river there, and then Mount. I reckon it's going to take about 3 turns to get to the quest battle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to teleport because fuck it, basically. It's cheap, but whatever. I mean, it seems silly that it's so close and yet so far, but I just can't be asked to spend 3 turns twatting about. So steel technology. Failure. Absolutely rubbish, Bob. You literally... Oh, you're just the worst, Bob. Sutherik has managed to repel one army of Marienburg. We're going to see if we can hit Ice Drake Fjord. They might go for Longship Graveyard. There's nothing I can really do about that. We're just going to have to accept that might well be the case. What can you do against buildings? You can damage building. Okay, which is one of the... Like... agent effects that affect like damage units, right? Not damage army, damage unit is completely bollocks, because it basically does the same amount of damage you would do to a single unit in damage army, but only for one. So one unit takes the amount of damage, and it's just pointless, absolutely pointless. So is damage building. I mean, like the AI doesn't really care what building you damage. I mean, it might stop them from recruiting potentially, but that's the only time it's going to come in any use. So complete garbage. So Dregra, you are pants. Just go over here. Just go over here. Pack Ice Bay we can upgrade. Could go for the Victi Temple. Could do. It's an option. Bjornling's, where is Bjornling's? Oh, well, Bjornling's going. You know what? We might. These Dark Elves might head inland. Mind you, they take a lot of attrition and then probably lose the settlement behind them, so I'm not actually that worried about it. Let's get the smithy, because then we can get Marauder champions there potentially, just as a maybe. Bob, you were completely shit, but apparently you learned something new, so learn how to specialise, I guess. That way you can be shit, but you'll be cheaper doing it. So yes, they did actually go for Longship Graveyard. I think we're just going to auto-resolve that. They lost a few people doing it. So I'm okay with that. Because it will just make their army easier to kill when we get to our little sticky port. Where are they going? Interesting. I might try and lure them into an ambush. Well, they do have a lot of characters nearby. So the likelihood is they'll probably spot me. But might be worth a shot. I can't believe Clan Moulder have yet to kill Kislev. Like, come on, guys. Guys, get your shit together. We're supposed to be... I don't... Clan Moulder, I saw you. I thought that is an ally that I can count on. A bunch of sneaky, underhanded... Okay, maybe I was wrong to think that. But still. Come on, guys. Guys!
What do you want?
Yeah, what do you want? Do you want a defensive alliance? Let the Gauls come. Alright, I mean, whatever. I'm not going to stop them. I would never stop them from doing that. Apparently, I'll take it. May as well. No harm in that. I think what we need Throgg to do is go and hunt down Mannfred. So... Okay, we've lost... Okay, well, that got sacked. But we've got war tools. That's nice. You know, if you've got tools, may as well be tools of war. Can we... Oh, Dregra... What the fuck, man?
I will not obey. Despoil and ravage.
Okay, let's... It's unlikely that we will actually manage to ambush, but let's try and ambush.
Tribesmen, gather. It is done.
I suspect we'll probably get spotted, but we can move our army over here, see if that's going to bring them in, maybe? Might draw them in, who knows? Obviously, we want Throgg to... You know what, I'm kind of tempted to go and take Castle Drakenhof, because that would give me an area to replenish. If I can take Castle Drakenhof, I can turn it into a fully fledged Norscan settlement, because it is one of the major race capitals. So we can capture that. We can also then get the tech, which is this one. So we get more casualty replenishment rate, enemy hero action success chance reduction, and hero capacity. So we could do that. And then we've got sort of a springboard. We can then go and see if we can find Mannfred. And of course, the nice thing about Throgg is he doesn't take attrition, so we don't have to worry about that.
I'll have a crack.
You have a crack, Throgg. You come. Tell you what, buddy. You come over here.
Taste my vomit.
Don't want to, but that's fine. Oh, I don't. Right, just sack it. No, now you've just used more of your movement running a... Throgg. I didn't want to... Throgg.
I'll get there.
Yeah, well, good. Right, we're going to teleport over here because I can't be asked to walk it, basically. Right, we've got a razor standard. Let's pop that on... you. Good. Right, we got... a dwarf. He's got a bunch of grudge throwers. They're pointless because we have no infantry apart from the pin cushion crafters and their friends, and I don't really care about what happens to them. Otherwise, this army is paltry, tiny, and completely insignificant. We are going to kick the shit out of them.
Grrr! Biggie man over there has my crown. Stunty runt dare steal from me. Doesn't the stupid little man know he steals from royalty? When I catch him, I'm taking my crown back, and he'll be the first royal meal for the new king of the world, me! Monsters and madmen all, let's have their guts for lunch!
So this quest battle is bugged, and I don't know if it's fixed in the patch or if it's because I've got mods or something, but for whatever reason, we've currently been warned that ranger reinforcements are on their way, and indeed there are. You can see 4 units of rangers approaching over here, and there's two units over here, but they're not moving. Neither are these 2 guys over here, so these units that have come on as reinforcements are just doing nothing, basically. Meanwhile, the main army is perched on top. It's got a commanding position. Unfortunately, the only thing they're going to be able to command is their own deaths, because here comes Throgg's troll horde, and there's nothing here that's really going to be causing us any real concern. We've got Frosty Flaps and Ice Baby coming in behind. There is Ice Trolls charging up the hill for Mir, not far behind. Thyrus and Scrappy Doo have kind of been left behind by accident, but they'll be fine. They're coming in. Throggs moving in to do a little bit of vomity attack. We've got some Longbeards fighting our Ice Trolls here. Those Longbeards are just, well, they're just dead, basically. They're not going to be able to stop us or slow us down. Come on, Throgg, you going to stick up, or are you just chilling? Just chilling? He's just chilling. He's an Ice Troll, so that makes sense. Ice Baby and Frosty Flaps coming in to lend some assistance. Knock out these artillery units. Going to be honest, that's not really... we don't really need to deal with them. They are so hard, have 0 kills, of course. Now, over in the forest, we have spotted the Rangers, and we are doing some extreme acupuncture on them. Getting all of the cheese spots, potentially. That one, that guy's got some acupuncture in the back of his head. That one in his face. That one in his head as well. Yeah, they're not enjoying it, so they're going to break and run, and then we just have to kill this other unit of Rangers. I say that even under fire, they're just returning fire because we moved into their firing arc. I reckon I could actually move up beside them and just shoot them, and they wouldn't do a thing. Meanwhile, the main army has been completely and utterly annihilated. The Rune Priest, who stole my hats, you cheeky little stunty bugger. He's getting trampled by trolls. I'm going to get Throgg to go and finish him off for us. Frosty Flaps, my Ice Baby, taking to the air once more. And here come the reinforcement Rangers. 4 units of them. I'm going to be honest, if the main army couldn't... I mean, it was literally just a speed bump. And because they were dwarves, it wasn't a very big one. So we have completely annihilated them. Not even close. I don't think we actually took any damage. And, yeah, there's the Rune Priest. He's trying to get away. Throgg's chasing him down. Stamping all over him. He trod in dwarf. Ugh, gross. Rune Priest is going to try and get away. Throgg's going to sick up on him because that's Throgg's hallmark, isn't it? Blech. The Rune Priest stops for a minute just to try and take in what's happened to him, and then Throgg goes and stamps all over him. Good. Meanwhile, the rest of the reinforcements now moving in. There's 4 units there. There's still 2 hidden in the trees. We're going to have to go and deal with those. Long story short, I just send Frosty Flaps and Ice Baby over to breathe frost all over them, and it completely decimates the units and sends them running, which was fine. Having seen the enemy reinforcements now approaching, Throgg's monstrous menagerie makes a beeline for them because lunch has been said. Well, maybe this was lunch and this is dessert. I don't know. The Rune Priest is dead. There he goes. Boop. Pop. Throgg is victorious. Throgg has his crown back. That's good. The dwarves have been routed by our javelins, so that's that work all done. We're splitting our force up a little bit. Some trolls heading for this little grouping over here. Others, well, making short work of these Rangers. They've got great weapons, but that's not really going to help them. And then, yeah, we go slamming into this line of Rangers. You can just see just so much damage. They do so much damage. Unbelievable. There goes Frosty Flaps and Ice Baby over to go and deal with those very not doing anything Rangers. To be honest, maybe the Rangers have the right idea, which is to just stand back and let everyone else die, because otherwise they just add the casualty count, wouldn't they? That'll do it. I mean, that was a little bit worse than I thought the dwarves would do. Let's take some money. It'll keep us solvent for a little while. And apparently, Scrappy Doo's found a student. Good. Not quite sure he found that, but never mind. So we've got the Wintertooth Crowns. That's going to give us leadership aura size, melee defense, melee attack, ward save. Stuff. You get the idea. Anyway, great. That's all good. We now have Throgg's hat back. That's going to make him happy. Well, less angry. A bit less. Well, all right, fair enough. Now, we're going to... Throgg, what do we want to give you, my dear? My darling. Let's give you Fueled by War, because that will make your army cost a little bit. It does cost 6,500 at the moment. Oh, you got 2 skill points. Okay, Spawn of Chaos, not really worth it, because all our units are already ranked up pretty hard anyway. Hardened Hunters? I mean, well, they are rank 9. Don't know if I'm going to have much use for them, but sure, why not? Why the hell not? Oh, Scrappy Doo's got... It's not only did Scrappy Doo get a student, but he also got a skill up. Holy shit, what a guy. Let's give him Hardened Skin. That'll do it.
spread ruin on them.
We're going to, Eggy. Don't worry about that. But first, we need you to heal up a little bit because poor old Woolly Willy has seen better days, hasn't he? And look, oh god, Wulfric keys. Poor Wulfric. Let's bring you down here as well. We'll do a bit of raiding. That'll heal you up a little bit. Make you. I think we might need to get to Castle Drakenhof and take it, just because otherwise our guys are not going to have anywhere to heal. Only slight problem being that while the vampiric corruption is dropping here, it's not going to let us to heal. It's not going to let us heal for a while, but we'll worry about that in a bit. So let's steal technology, or not. Either way, you know, I'm happy either way. And research. Let's go for something fairly quick because hopefully we'll take Castle Drakenhof fairly soon. Let's go for Bladeworks Hammer, something like that. Do we need to take out Castle Tempelhof first, or can we just kind of ignore them?
Never.
Well, I guess that answers that question. Apparently we're going to have to kill them. Longship Graveyard, I won't bother repairing you, seeing as we haven't defeated that Marienburg army that's currently standing between us and Longship Graveyard. So hopefully we won't get spotted, but I suspect we probably will.
All the world is meat for my grinder. You first.
I mean, Katarina here is very much, she's surrounded, look at all this. It looks like the bloody Battle of the Bulge here. Katarina has like a little defensive position here, surrounded by Clan Moulder, and Clan Moulder can't do fucking shit about. You know what? I'm just going to take the peace treaty because either Clan Moulder finish her off, or I just don't care anymore.
Don't care who you are. I smash your face in.
I mean, if you actually look at Zelig, it kind of looks like Throgg's already done his work. We return to our graves and ready ourselves for Geschinschnackschnitt. You have peace until then. Don't think so. Don't think so, buddy. We are going to kick the shit out of you. Where are you going? Back to Castle Tempelhof. Okay, fine. And you're just sitting there. Oh, we're going to go and burn Castle Tempelhof down, I think. Going to be honest. Don't think it's going to be an issue. I don't think that they have anything which can cause us any kind of problem. In the meantime, we were not spotted, and we have look, they've set up in Ice Drake Fjord there, which is not good news for them.
Into the fray.
Because we can jump them with both of our guys. We've got Gift of Care plus 22 melee attack. Holy shit! You know what? I'm going to give that to Sutharik. And Banner of Crimson Reapers. Bonus first large. Let's give that to one of you guys. Something like that. And then oh, no. Right. That one? Oh, you can't give it. Oh. You, then. And then we'll just auto-resolve that. Yep, that's fine. And we'll obviously occupy. Because why the hell not? Apparently grave for the greedy. It's better to swim in the sea below than to swing in the air and feed the crows. Passive drunken when fighting at sea. Okay. Is that good?
Tribal fury.
I mean, it's probably fine. What does drunken do? Not sure. I think it's regeneration. Not 100% sure, but oh, yeah, we'll get on that. I think that's regeneration. So let's fix up Ice Drake Fjord. Let's do something like that. We've seen Marienburg off. I'm not too worried about them at the moment. We can just ignore them, I think, safely. Right, I think Castle Tempelhof is kind of in my way. I could smash through and... You know what, let's go and deal with Castle Tempelhof. It's got... Am I? Meinrad von Karstein, like Mannfred, but with more hair. But he's still got a stupid egg-like head beneath it all. Now that says... Now that's looking actually a little better in their favour than I thought it would be. I very much disagree. I think these guys are going to get their ass kicked. The gate may already be open, but we're still going to have to smash it down because otherwise it closes behind some of our... you know what the AI does with bloody... Oh! Jeff, are you alright? They just hit you with a cage full of bats for no reason. It's a bit weird. Oh, there we go. They closed the door. Never mind. We'll smash it down. It's easier, to be honest. Easier. Now, the enemy does have a lot of units. You can see a huge blob of infantry here. Mostly skeletons, I think. Skeleton spearmen, zombies, grave guard. There's some ghosts over there, but there's just definitely a lot of infantry here. A lot of infantry. If we have a look at the gates, we can see that, yep, trolls do make short work of a gate. There comes the Frost Vortex, and that is going to be doing so much damage to these infantry units. You just see skeletons melting, and we can actually go and have a look at if we can find Scrappy Doo. He's in here somewhere. There he is. He's currently got 100 kills just from that one Frost Vortex. So there's a lot of bodies here. I really hate this effect. I have no idea. I think it is the shimmering scale. I think that's what it is, but it's so annoying. Jesus, I don't know what's causing it. Anyway. So our trolls are now in amongst the enemy and doing what they do best, which is brutally murdering a lot of them. Just smashing their way through. The enemy is just sending more and more infantry in to join the blob, try and slow us down for a little bit longer. Basically, it's futile. There's nothing this army has that can stop Throgg's force. Let alone, I mean, at best, they can just slow us down a little while. Slow us down a little bit, and that's about it. Thyrus has yet to cast any magic, but very soon he's going to throw a final transmutation into the mix. And that is going to do a huge... here we go. I think this is the final... Yes, there we go. I was a little bit concerned this might kill him, or at least do a lot of damage, but we can see that final transmutation, you just see the numbers tick up as people just drop dead from being turned to metal. 84, 95, 106, 116, 128. Yeah, final transmutation, a very strong spell, although it should be said that vortex spells can do pretty much the same thing. But I mean, it does tend to do a lot of damage. You'll notice that a lot of the trolls start getting more kills now because Final Transmutation spreads the damage across all units in the, or all models in the unit, it should be said. And that means that while the kills are those units that are already damaged and so have died, the rest of them are then badly wounded anyway, and that means that they start dying even quicker. They just keep sending units into the meat grinder, and it is a meat grinder. There's just so many bodies here, and none of them trolls. Just want to point that out. Smashing our way through. Fairly good so far. We've still got Frosty Flaps and Ice Ice Baby hanging back just in case we need them. There's yet more Skeleton Spearmen waiting to be fed into the grinder. As you can see, a lot of units at very, very low numbers of models now. Yeah, there's a lot of bodies. A lot of bodies. Another Frost Vortex. How many kills has Scrappy Doo got? Where is he? Where is the little tinker? Hey? Where's he got to? There he is. So he's up to 205 kills with those vortexes. You know, he does kill some with his bare hands, but let's face it, he's not going to kill triple figures with his bare hands. Those Frost Vortexes are very, very nasty. Definitely the ice... What's the name of the beast hunt with the frost worm? It's an early one you can do. The battle itself is a bit tricky, but if you take the right units, i.e. no infantry, then you should do absolutely fine. And it's that you then get a very, very strong ability which can do a lot of damage. There's the what was it, Mannfred von Karstein or whatever his name is. He's right in the middle. This is definitely probably not how he saw his day going. Being absolutely jumped. He's just being pummeled by trolls. He gets up and then the pummeling begins once again. I mean, just stay down, von Karstein. It's not worth it, mate. I mean, you don't even have Throgg beating you up, but he's definitely losing health very, very rapidly. He's regenerating, but I think that's just, if anything, just prolonging the pain. You know, he takes a mace to the face, that's got a sting, and then he starts regenerating, but then he just gets to take another mace to the face. So, realistically, in some cases, he's probably wishing for death, I think. But fortunately, that's going to come to him right about now. There we go. He has now embraced death, well and truly. So we've got a couple of necromancers joining in the fight. I mean, very brave. Obviously, not generally your frontline fighters, but they're doing their best. Well done, them. And we can just see the huge piles of dead left behind in the monstrous menagerie's wake as they just rack up the kills. So these liches, not liches, even sort of necromancers, are slowing us down a little bit, but Frosty Flaps and Ice Ice Baby just protecting our rear so we don't get hit. There's still some more units just hanging back, I think waiting for an opening. We just need to finish off these guys and then we can push forward to the city centre where the last remnants of the vampires' force are holding out, but not for too long. These crypt horrors coming down maybe to try and... No, they changed their mind. They're coming back. This necromancer is being torn to pieces by Scrappy Doo and Throgg. Where's he gone? There he is. Just take him out. Look, that's it. Kick him over. Just eat his face. He's got two. He's got someone on his back. Gotta be honest, at this point I'm just like, just ignore him. If you ignore a necromancer long enough, he'll probably just die. Scrappy Doo charges right into the fight, impetuous as ever, but, I mean, totally warranted. He's got 229 kills now. And he just increases his kill count each time he takes a swipe. Throggs joined in as well. There they are, and reinforcements are on their way. In comes Mr. Freeze's bodyguard, smashing into the rear of this Graveguard unit, causing them no end of concern, I have no doubt. You know, even if they are Graveguard, they're probably lifting a little bit nervous about being smashed in the flank by a huge horde of monstrous creatures. It's just so many of them, and they've fought their way through an entire army, and they look no worse for wear. Now, the Blood Knights have come in. The Blood Knights are, of course, anti-large, so they should be able to do some damage. Yeah, a little bit. But I'm going to be honest, not enough. Not nearly enough. So this is the last defence. Some Blood Knights coming in, trying to slow us down, but to be honest, it's a little bit too late. Too little too late. There they go. They're all dropping dead, understandably. And we can take the city centre. Just a unit of Crypt Ghouls currently sneaking around, not dying as they should do. We can see the absolute carnage that lies at the gates. Yeah, the Throgg train can't be stopped. Well, that was brutal. Look at Scrappy Doo there with 300 kills. Nice work. Thyrus with only 256. There we go. That's words. Can do words will travel. Lovely. Let's take the cash. Talisman Endurance for that. And a Kurgan Chieftain. And lots of people dead. Good stuff. Can I reach you? I cannot. I can't camp. You know what? I'm just gonna do a bit of raiding. Not that we're gonna get much money for that, but that's okay. Did we get skill points? Ivar, the engine, has some skill points. You're gonna get evasion. You're gonna be, yeah, jinxing left and right. Good stuff. And Dragolt is gonna get a pendulum. Everyone likes a pendulum. And apparently Bob has not moved, but yeah, let's go steel technology. He actually managed to steal technology this time. Good work. And Thyrus is ranked up. Ah, good old Thyrus. Let's give you a glittering robe, so you can be the pretty princess that we all know you are. And Bob, you can be scouting. Sure, that works. Oh, you want us to help out, do you? I mean, sure. I guess take the... Well, that will give us literally no replenishment, but sure, we'll take the replenishment. They've destroyed that town. That's okay. Eggy got a Helm of Discord. That's actually not bad. Helm of Discord's quite nice. Reduces, I believe, melee attack. Let's have a quick check. Melee attack and defense and armor in 40 meters for 30 seconds, which is actually if you get that early on, that really does help with the early battles if you can get it. So, who's going to tend? I was hoping it would be Mannfred there, but apparently it's just a couple of shit vampires. Okay, Throgg. Let's go and chase these knobheads down. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch around these. Is that going to actually... You know what? I don't know if this is going to regenerate his health. Let's just find out. Nope. That had the entire opposite effect of regenerating poor old Ice Baby's health. It actually just removed all of his health. Well, fine. I guess we'll sacrifice captives. That was not what I wanted to happen. Holy shit. What the fuck? I could go and hit Castle Drakenhof now, but I'm a little bit scared that Ice Baby... I mean, he's only got 146 health left. What the tits? Do I just go for it? What's the garrison like here? Well,
Disorder!
I would like to finish off this campaign. So he's got regeneration. He'll probably be fine. Probably. Yeah, hard to hit, sure. And then Throgg can have... God, I should have fought that battle. Fucking auto-resolve. What a pile of dicks. Throgg's level 40. Let's give him missile resistance, just because why not?
I eat my enemy!
Alright, let's declare war. Sure, I'll call my allies to help.
Time for a feeding!
What do you mean I can't reach them?
Shatter skulls! Taste my vomit!
Okay, there is a tiny red arrow there, which suggests that actually I have, like... He can reach within centimetres of the wall, but can't quite get there, so he just goes, you know what, I'm not even going to try. So he's just going to sit there, and probably now in range... Oh, I guess if we head back here, we're not in range of the main army, so that's okay. Let's go and hit Eschen.
Ravage them!
Smash that. Let's build a, I don't know, like a crow statue? Sure. Eggy is an annihilator. Good for Eggy. Yeah, that's where we're going, alright. If we come down here, we can replenish a little bit more. Did I lose... I lost one of my mammoths, didn't I? Did I lose one of my mammoths? No. Wait, what happened? Did it just drop dead? Fuck. The RSPCA is going to be so fucking furious with me. There's going to be an inquiry into how that mammoth died. I'm literally going to be, I don't know. 1 minute it was fine. I turn back, it's just dead. I don't know what happened. I don't know what to tell you. I think it was vampires. Shit. Okay, well, never mind. Egg, you're going to have, I don't know, like, that one. And Wolfric, you can have a... sure, you don't have any skin walls, but whatever, don't care. Lost interest.
Now is chaos!
Throgg is all that matters. Throgg has trolls. No one else has trolls. Why should I care? Mammoth Rider, you can have a natural thirst. That works. And yes. Okay. Sutharik, you can... No, Putrefying Ooze. Let's give you more melee defense.
Chieftain of the tribe.
Yeah, you're just going to stay there, because whatever. Okay, so Nagarond is up to their old shenanigans, but I don't really care about that. Greenskin's got a War. And it looks like they're taking Zufbar as well. So there's probably a couple of armies of greenskins down there, which is great, because we're about to hit Castle Drakenhof for fun. I'm a little bit concerned about Ice Baby. That could be a concern. But if we can take the city, then we'll pretty much get instant regeneration, so we should be fine. There is quite a few armies here, but again, I don't think they've really got a chance in hell. So here we are at Mannfred's house, Mannfred's home. So we're going to kill everyone inside, kill all his friends, and then we're going to rootle around in his underwear drawer until we find the copies of Vampire Razzle that he no doubt has stuffed down there because he's a lonely bastard. So we've taken a little bit of damage from that auto-resolve, which is silly, but unfortunately most of our units regenerate anyway, and we've also given Ice Baby the regeneration Chaos Mutation, so actually starting to increase in health, which is good. So we're just going to basically leave Ice Baby to just sit there. Fortunately, we won't take any damage because obviously the undead don't have any ranged units and they won't send their flying units to go and harass us. So good stuff there. We're kicking down the gate, as is tradition. Yep, Scooby's already in because obviously he's impetuous. Can't wait to get his hands on some skeletons, and indeed he is. Good work there. The javelins are mostly missing, but you know, occasionally get a good shot in. Now the gate's down. We have so many monsters, the gate goes down just so quickly. Not even close. We've got a couple of Vargulfs here who Throgg is kicking the shit out of. I don't think I've ever seen a Vargulf actually move when hit, but apparently Throgg can punch a Vargulf 20 feet, so that's good to know. So just going to force our way into the city, as is tradition. Lots of units. There's also reinforcements, and there's a big old flying force here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Vargeists. There's a Terrorgeist there as well, and a whole number of bats. So they've got a big air force. A lot of units to try and slow us down. They're trying to defend the other gate, which is, I mean, admirable, obviously, but pointless because I don't care. And we can see our trolls doing their good work. Little Genna's Golden Hounds there coming from Thyrus. That's doing, yeah, more enemy reinforcements are approaching. We're cutting our way through. I mean, the ultimate end of this battle is... turnout of this battle is under no means uncertain. We're going to win. It's just a case of how long does it take us to kill our way through the entirety of the enemy army. And already doing lots of damage. Their Eyesight's baby up to 778 health. That's good. That's getting better. Regeneration is so strong. Really, really strong. Can make all the difference. Okay, the number of enemies at the gate's starting to thin out, but yeah, they're throwing yet more units at us. There's a corpse cart with balefire, more Graveguard coming down. They've got some units on the Graveguard on the right, backed up by some Black Knights. There's more units over here that they're moving into position to try and slow us down. Just, again, sending more and more units into the meat grinder, trying to stop our inevitable advance. Unfortunately, the thing about the inevitable advance is it is inevitable, and it's just how long it takes us to kill all the skeletons. The javelins currently don't have anything to shoot at, so they're just kind of chilling. Not really sure what they're doing. Just sort of like, you know, hanging back, enjoying life. The ones that lived through the barrage, that is. I mean, some of these guys over here, not living life to the fullest. That guy doesn't. He's lost his arm, so that's fine. Finally, they've got a few things to shoot at. So they found some Graveguard that they can actually reach. So they're just, you know, chucking a few javelins randomly in the direction of Graveguard, but, you know, they're kind of bored. I can't blame them. It's always nice to have the javelins, but often at times like this you think, I could have just taken more units of trolls and that would have been fine. Never mind. Okay, Corpse Cart is, yep, taking a lot of damage. Take that down. The last few skeletons being dealt with. Big piles of dead lying at the gates, as is tradition. Graveguard moving up to try and help out. There's still yet more. Is this Blood Knights? Yep, Blood Knights coming through. Is that Blood Knights as well? Yeah, more Blood Knights. Some Graveguard repositioning themselves, trying to slow the advance. I mean, at the end of the day, they've got this huge flying force to throw at us in the last ditch effort to stop us. But I'll be honest, don't think it's going to help them. Interesting fact, you might not have noticed this, but buildings actually have a damaged state. So a fireball, that was Thyrus's fireball, hit this building, and it sort of fell apart. But it's weird because it happens instantly. There's no sort of mid-animation. It doesn't, like, you know, slowly fall in on itself. It just goes from one to the other in a cloud of debris. That's about what happens. A little bit of a shame. But kind of like the walls. The walls don't really kind of like crumble, do they? They just sort of disappear in a cloud of smoke, which it's fine, I guess. It's no problem. But you don't really... I would like... I guess the problem is there's so many different units in Total War Warhammer. It's difficult to have the animation time to spend on things like buildings and stuff. I wish that they had. I wish that the settlement battles were a little bit more interesting. I wish the maps themselves were more interesting. Like we saw with the quest battle for Throgg's Crown. That map had some big hills, it had some cliffs, it had some water there. There was different, you know, big tree lines as well. That kind of stuff makes battles interesting. It means you can use the terrain to your advantage. I guess the problem is the AI can't really do that, and therefore, you know, it kind of puts the advantage in the player. But I just kind of feel like, so? It's more interesting than just a flat field where all you can do is like draw your unit army out in a line and then let the inevitable happen. Never mind. We're still cutting our way through the enemy. I'm actually decided to bring some of our units of javelins in. I'm trying to mulling it over now. We're getting hit in the back by these Graveguard. I'm thinking, you know what could help? javelins could help. If we get the javelins in here, then, you know, we could slow down any units trying to hit our rear, and that would then let us speed up or advance. So Frosty Flaps and Ice Ice Baby moving in. As you can see, Ice Ice Baby now looking in rude health. Look at that. Almost 2k. That's looking a lot better, isn't it? That's, to be honest, what I probably should do is put that regeneration thing on Thyrus, and then he can regenerate during a battle. Apparently it doesn't work during an auto-resolve, because Ice Ice Baby just got the crap kicked out of him, didn't he? Jesus, what the hell happened there? Bloody auto-resolve. Can't trust it. Thyrus coming around. He's going to chuck a fireball in just for fun. There you go. See that house? Now it looks damaged. It's got a little bat thing there. It's nice aesthetic. I'm going to be honest. I probably wouldn't want to move to this neighbourhood. I'd probably look at this and go, it looks a bit spooky. I mean, they've got like a communal area here. Lots of graves in there. Not sure how they managed to get planning permission for a graveyard in the middle of a residential area. That feels a bit weird. Plus, it looks a bit boggy as well, doesn't it? I mean, it looks like, you know, you're bound to end up with like bodies just floating to the surface, and that's unsanitary. I'm going to be honest, you know, it's not right. It's just not right. In come the javelins. They're going to come and help out. There are some Blood Knights, and they're just having a lovely old time, haven't they? They probably don't have these heavy vampires on their back anymore. They're having time to run around, enjoy life, enjoy death, stretch their legs. I mean, that's really nice for them. So they're just having a nice little run around there. That's fair enough. Going to move the javelins in to come and help. We've got some zombies here which we can deal with, and some units are moving towards us. We've got some Graveguard there. Another unit of, I think, Graveguard. Yeah, Graveguard advancing as well. That's fine. We've pushed forward into the next courtyard, so, you know, we're making advances. That's the main thing. We're pushing forward, getting shit done. There we go. And it looks like next stop, the Flying Force. You can see the AI is now preparing its Flying Force, moving it into position, getting ready to attack us. There's a couple of vampires down here. We've got the Strigoi Vampire Lord and the Lemian Vampire Lady. She's very, very booby, isn't she? Very booby. There's also another vampire around here somewhere, I want to say. Yes, there's a Vampire of Death and a Necromancer hanging out. Our javelins opening fire on the Graveguard, doing some good damage there. Graveguard have managed to make it into melee against our Marauders, but Ice Ice Baby's going to come down and help out. Frosty Flap's going to get some Ice Breath in there. And then the Graveguard just kind of stop, just meters away from the javelins. So the javelins can then fire javelins into their back, which is fine, I guess. Oh, there you go. They finally decided to engage. Fair enough. All right, we're slowly advancing. Our army has taken a little bit of damage, but considering that the enemy used to have 2,600, and we apparently have killed our way through 2,000 of them, while losing about 50 of ours, I think it's fair to say that this battle is definitely going our way. So here comes some vampire bats getting on our faces. That's horrible. Some Vargeist coming in as well, just in drips and drabs. So that will, you know, I guess maybe they're hoping to tire us out. How tired are our trolls? Our trolls are exhausted. They've had a long day, so they're quite tired. Yeah, everyone's tired, but don't think it's going to really help them. While being tired does reduce your unit's melee attack, defense, and I think attack speed as well. Citation needed. But it definitely isn't going to help them that much. They're going to need a lot more than just a few. I mean, the Terrorgeist is a strong unit, but it doesn't have much on the old melee attack. So after the charge bonus, it is going to struggle quite a bit. Good against anti-large. It's anti-large. It's good against large units. It is armor piercing as well, so that'll help. But yeah, you're going to need a little bit more. You can see. Oh, look at the carnage here. So many bodies, 2,000 undead, which we just killed our way through, smashed our way through, and now we're heading straight for the city centre. In come the Flying Force, they're coming in. The Terrorgeist is going to head straight for poor old Ice Ice Baby, who is still regenerating up to 2,700 health now, so that's looking far better. The Troll's not quite sure who to attack, because obviously they're all flying. Throgg and Scrappy Doo, though, charging right in, and trying to deal with the Lemian Vampire Lord and the Strigoi Vampire Lord, who's around here somewhere as well. Some Vargeists helping out there. I think they're going to need more than that. Ice Ice Baby and Frosty Flaps moving away from the Terrorgeist. The Terrorgeist now landing down to fight the Trolls and the Famir. He's going to do a little bit of damage, but as you can see, as soon as his charge bonus drops out, then his attack is so low and our defense is pretty bloody good. The Familiar Warriors, there was 79 melee defense, so the Terrorgeist is really going to struggle to actually do any damage, and it's just a battle of attrition now as we sort of chew through the Vargeist and the flying units. Some Crypt Horrors coming in to try and help out, but the Javelins see them and they're going to fill them full of Javelins. That's going to drop their morale, and then they just instantly disintegrate before they even manage to reach our Trolls. Looks like the last few units now crumbling away to nothing. We've captured Mannfred's house. Screw you, Mannfred. Heroic victory. Look at that. And I think everyone really gets the MVP there. Ice House Baby, a lot more health than he started off with, so that's good. I could sack it, but I'm just going to establish an outpost, I think. There we go. Oh, the Wolf Teeth Amulet causes fear and gives frenzy. I mean, that's... You already have frenzy, don't you? Does Throgg have frenzy? Oh, I should lose 20%. But fuck, I'm having frenzy. I'm having frenzy.
Battle time is feeding time.
You can have the Talisman of Preservation. That'll keep you alive. Oh, hello.
Not happening.
There's Wurzag. Wurz apparently has taken Zufbar, but we've hastened Castle Drakenhof. Look at all this. Yes, this is what we wanted, isn't it? So, let's go. I mean, I guess we could build, like, defences. Sure. And, I mean, anything that increases Chaos Corruption is got to be good. I did want more Wolfies, didn't I? So let's go with that. Not that we've really got much more time to sort of actually get these units with, but may as well just sort of, you know, do what we can.
Yes, my ruinous.
Now, the Chaos Corruption here is at 24%. Vampiric Corruption drops a little bit more than we can replenish in this province. But more importantly, we can replenish in the town. So we've got a little town here. You can see all the replenishment is Thyrus will almost be completely healed. And we've sent Anora Zubissendorf leg in it. I'm not sure how she survived actually, but apparently she has, with a bunch of Blood Knights which are not looking a little bit worse for wear. Should be fairly easy to finish them off.
Ruin on them.
We can just set you up in a raiding stance there just to keep healing, because you won't heal while in this province, because you'll take attrition, in fact, which won't be very good. I might actually just get rid of this army, because I don't think I need it.
Despoil and ravage.
Yes, but obviously on your own time, not mine. Good. Fuck off. Right, that has made our income a little bit better. We've still got like 8 turns of income, so that's fine. And let's see if we can find Mannfred, shall we, Bob? Yeah, Bob, you can... Something like that. Ooh, almost rebelled. They have managed to get it under control, though. They got some kind of event going on, which is giving them more public order. The bunch of bastards. So let's take... Nope, clicking on it didn't help. Okay, don't know why. I guess maybe it only takes effect next. Unlocks technologies. Maybe it unlocks them next turn. We'll worry. Right. Well, we'll see if we can research that next turn.
Undead meat tastes bad, but I still eat you.
And that's very conscientious of Throgg. You know, yes, Mannfred tastes bad, but he's not going to treat him any differently. You want a peace treaty and you're willing to pay through the nose for it. No, you stupid moon-faced little goon. I'm going to kick your ass.
Don't care who you are, I smash your face in.
That's fair. You know what? Sure. Seeing as I don't really want to fight Marienburg right at this minute. I've got plenty of people to kill. Doesn't have to be them. All right. Don't even know where... Oh, they're there. guess that makes sense. Seeing as Kislev seem to be increasing their territory. And you, look. You don't need to scream. You can use your inside voice. Right, buddy? I know you do, Throgg. I know. You're very good at it. Right. Can we research that tech? Yes, good. Right, we can research that tech. Apparently, it needs to wait a turn before it comes available. Fair enough. I say fair enough. Obviously, it's not fair enough. It's shite. Let's move you down here. Let's get Wulfric in Castle Drakenhof. Pop you in there. Corruption is dropping. Excellent. Who's that? That's Honora. Right, we're going to see if we can... Because I think Mannfred's going to be a bit flighty. I think he's going to be a little bit scared about facing Throgg. Can't blame him, really. Because Throgg is going to kick the shit out of him, but still. I'm tempted to move Eggy down. Let's just bring you down here. Do something like that. Tempelhof.
It is an imbecilic thing to bother me. Others who have end up as my puppets.
Okay, sure. I'm just going to give you a peace treaty because I don't really care about you anymore. I've lost interest with you. I'm focused on murdering old Mannfred. Sabotage. Let's give you spread corruption. Why not? Why the hell not? And I guess we'll upgrade these for no other reason than because there's a little hammer icon and it means I can click things, and I quite like clicking things. That's basically what is going on here. So sure, I think that's fine. Oh. You know what? I don't care. Oh. Alright, I guess. Good. That's what I wanted to happen. That's entirely what I thought was going to happen there. Good. That's good. Good.
Warheads join my horde, mutant beast!
Hello. You want a military alliance? Sure, alright. No harm in having a little military alliance with some friendly beastie people. I say friendly, obviously not that friendly, but my baseline for how friendly people are is quite low. Sure. Okay, assault garrison, don't care about that. Sneak, okay, fine. Good. Got that. That's nice. Giant Hope Mountain is going to rebel again. That's basically what I know them for. Hide Strike. Apparently Wulfric. I did not think we were going to win that fight, but apparently we did. That's nice. That's good, isn't it? And Boaty McBoatface, and you can have a piercing bolts of burning or something along those lines. That seems fine. Okay, good. So let's get more defenses.
No.
Okay, you don't want to play. That's fine. I'm going to go and hit Schwarzhafen and do a little sacking, because why not? Shrieking Blades. Okay, Mannfred? No, well, no. Well, thanks for answering anyway. Okay, we're just going to carry on because sure we can...
Undeniable.
Yeah. Do we go and kill the greenskins? Okay, Vampiric Corruption here has dropped, which means if we just hop in here, we should still take attrition. Why? It's dropped below 50%. That should be the... Ah, is it because it's the... Oh, it's the highest percentage. That's... Of course it is. Of course it is. Still going to drop 4%. When is it going to be? Okay. It's going to be a few turns. Now, I know Wurzagger's around here somewhere, so I'm going to go and hit Oakenhammer. And I'm just going to sack it for funsies. Banner of the Crimson Reapers. That's a nice banner.
Destruction for all.
Yes. Destruction for none. Destruction for some. Oversized miniature flags for others. Wouldn't an oversized miniature flag just be a normal sized flag, MonstersAbound? Yes, is the answer. Well spotted. Good. Nice work. Good. Right, Rolfric, I'm amazed you managed to survive. Scrappy Doo, good job. You can have Wound Maker. And Ivar, you can have Fate of Buna because that's a thing. That's good. And Bob, you can just like assault.
Demonic destruction.
Exactly.
Enslave the Southerners.
Well, I'm not going to let you take long ship graveyard, so I'm going to pop over there. And so Nicholas Holes, even though he's got a steam tank, notice I said steam tank this time, didn't call it a siege tank. Yep. I'm getting better, slowly improving every day. Research. Let's get, I don't know, like, sure, ammunition. That works. Imminent Rebellion at Giant Home Mountains. Yep, that always happens. Oh, and look, Giant Home has... Oh, this time it's Skaven's.
No point.
Okay, sure. I guess that's because Skaven corruption is over 51%, yep. Mooselon apparently died. Unfortunate for them, I mean. Right, of blah, blah, I don't really care about that. Raid... Okay, no, don't care about that either. Right, good.
Disorder.
Do I hit the moot? I mean, may as well. Bop. Poor old Thyrus. Every single time we sack a town, he just gets a little bit more wounded. I can't help but think it's probably trolls stepping on him. That's going to give us... Gift of Chaos, not bad. And where the hell is... Where's Mannfreds? Mannfreds? Man... Is he dead? Is Mannfred dead? God damn it, Mannfred. God damn it. Okay, let's swap out. You can heal. Eggy can take some damage. I could go and hit Zufbar. What kind of garrison is that? Nothing, really. We could go and hit Zufbar. I think that's an army, though, and I think that might be Wurzag. I could be wrong. Oh, it's only a little army. Okay, screw it. We'll bop that. Oh, we need a... We've got skin balls. I could smash my way in if I wanted. Oh, alright, fine. I'm not that invested. I wonder what happened to Wurzag then. Because Grimgor attacked me. Maybe that was Wurzag's army and they just switched out Grimgor for Wurzag? Maybe? Citation needed. Okay, we've seen off old Neville, whatever his name is. Nicholas. He apparently took his steam tank home. Apparently he didn't want to come and play. Fair enough.
Let's ravage all realms for the gods.
Love a good ravaging, I do. You want me to join? No, I've just signed a peace treaty with them, and I mean, while I don't feel like I really have to keep my word as Throgg, I just don't really want the pain. Well, not really the pain, just the minor inconvenience of having to deal with Ziggler, or whatever his name is. Rare metal, apparently get, speed reduction or armor reduction. Oh, just melt the arm guards, I don't care. Cause, who's this? Ah, it's Mannfred, and he's an Niflheim. Fucking hell, right, good. Let's go and brutally kill well, you know what, first, let's smash Zufbar. Boop. Yeah, we smashed it. Manticore horn. Everyone loves the horn of a manticore. Apparently. I guess. Not. I don't know. Right. There's Mannfred. Let's bop his tiny, round, little moon-faced head. And then go and end this campaign. We never did get to go on our world tour, but we have managed to at least come down to Sylvania to beat up Mannfred, because fuck Mannfred, basically. That guy's the worst. He's the reason the Warhammer world was destroyed, and frankly, he deserves every single campaign where I go and beat him up relentlessly. He deserves it. He deserves it. So yet again, we're going to throw trolls. Well, we are going to throw trolls. We're going to throw Throggs' monstrous menagerie at the gate. The gate's going to go... I mean, I'm not even... To be honest, at this point, you think the gate would just explode out of sheer embarrassment when Throggs just comes near it, because they don't last very long, do they? And we come into the city. Yeah, there's yet again huge numbers of infantry to try and slow us down. Gonna be honest, don't think it's really going to help them. Oh my god, Scrappy Dude's coming in, smashing his way through so many Graveguard. Where is Mannfred? There he is. There's the moon-faced little goon. Look at him. Sitting there in a cloud of his own, I assume, farts. I assume that stink line's coming out of him because he's so stupid and ugly and round-headed. Look at you. Your armor's stupid. If you sneeze, you're going to stab your eyes out with that thing. Just, and then, oh god, I've been stabbed in the face by my own armor because I'm such a moron. Why can't I... Come over here. Come on, there we go. Right, there's a little frost vortex and the crypt ghouls are just feeding themselves into it because why the hell not? Seems like a good idea. Gehenna's Golden Hounds coming out as well. There we go. Absolute carnage. As per usual, our trolls just hacking their way through. Nothing to slow them down, really. This enemy, I mean, I'm not even entirely sure how a vampire army would slow Throggs' horde down. Because the thing about vampire armies... Vampire count armies is that they don't really... Anti-large is a real issue with vampire counts. As far as I'm aware, they've got 3 anti-large units. Skeleton Spears, who are skeletons, Blood Knights, who don't have armor piercing, and Terrorgeists, who are, of course, you know, top-tier units. They're the only anti-large units they have. So anti-large, sort of a big, sort of like gaping hole in the vampire line. Apparently we've spotted a vampire and the javelins are trying to see who can stake her through the heart. Through a wall, which is fine, I guess. Okay, sure, whatever. Meanwhile, the enemy army is, yeah, taking huge numbers of damage. Scrappy Doo is fighting his way through a huge horde of ghouls, decides to come back and hits the corpse carts. So impetuous. Yet more units feeding in, but I mean, they don't have as many units as last time. They've only got 1,549, which is about 1,000, well, just over 1,000 less than the previous siege battle. We won that pretty handily, so I don't think that okay, one of my units has apparently run out of ammunition trying to stake a vampire through the heart through a... I mean, I would say that's about... what, 12 foot of stone? Guys, your javelins aren't even armor piercing. I mean, they are anti-large, but the vampire isn't... Oh, don't worry about it, it's fine. We split some of our trolls up, because then we can do even more damage. Hopefully smash through this army as quickly as possible. What I'm concerned about is I don't want Mannfred to just, like, collapse due to army losses. I want to be able to throw up over him. So I have to be a little bit careful, because if I kill too much... then the enemy, the rest of the army might just collapse out of sheer embarrassment. And I don't want that. I want to be able to kill Mannfred. I want to be able to smash his head in. I want to be able to sick up all over him so he can die in a pool of my juices. Basically, that's the plan. Some crypt horrors now coming into the fight and yet dying. That's fine. Some crypt horrors, crypt ghouls, sorry, even coming in. About this time, I'll level with you. About this time, I did go and start browsing Twitter, just waiting for the enemy to die, and hadn't realised that I'd left it unpaused. So actually left it a little bit longer than I had intended. So a lot of my trolls currently just standing back and chilling. I mean, they are tired, so at least they're having a little rest, which is nice. But I think some of the units might be in combat anyway. Well, it doesn't say they are in combat, so I guess they are getting a rest. The vampire coming down to help out. So, yeah, so basically this goes on for a little while because I was reading Twitter. Okay, finally realised that I wasn't doing anything and decided to actually tell my army to kill something. But they have had a lovely rest here, so some of these units now very, very fresh. You know, they're raring to go. These poor Familiar have been fighting pretty much the entire time. And they're a bit tired and a bit wounded. Some have died because of my lackadaisical attempt at commanding an army. But frankly, that should be expected by now. If you're watching me because you want the best tactics, then I don't know what to tell you. But if you haven't worked out by now, don't do that. So, trolls killing the crypt ghouls and the grave guard. No more units have been thrown at us, so that's it. Apparently, Mannfred decided that I guess no one can be left. There's no one left to send to die. So we've killed all of the defenders. There is Thyrus just chilling out in the middle of a huge pile of corpses. There is a troll corpse there as well. Holy shit! Look at that. They killed a troll. Well done, guys. Just about 300 more and you'll make a dent in the army. Some crypt ghouls currently in the way, and we've also got a corpse cart with a balefire on it. Scrappy Doo comes in first, of course, and has a bit of a duel with that crypt horror. Takes a big chunk of his health out. 2 shots, one. Holy shit. Scrappy Doo just 2 shots to crypt ghoul, crypt horror. Easy peasy. Throgg can probably do the same. The corpse cart making a very, very slow getaway. Probably the slowest getaway I've ever seen, but it is being pulled by zombies, so not a massive surprise. The crypt horrors have lasted absolutely no time at all. They are now dead. Down they go. Boop. Right, what's next? So more crypt horrors, as unit Graveguard, and of course Mannfred, and of course some Vargeists. There are some units, some Black Knights there. The Javelins have come in, and they've spotted a unit of crypt ghouls trying to make their way to attack our rear. Fortunately, they're about to get some extreme acupuncture. Or at least have to hack their way through some javelin. I don't really care, to be honest. Don't really care. Poor old Scrappy Doo. He got a bit ballsy, tried to jump into a crypt horror and ended up rebuffed. It's alright, buddy. You're okay? Let me at him. Let me at him. Yeah, well, I did, and that happened. He just kind of flew past. Never mind. Okay. Well, we're going to try and get Throgg out of this mess before the Vargeist lands. There we go. That's better, because Mannfred looks like he is incoming, and obviously want to get to be sick on him, because that's apparently a thing that we're doing, and why not? That's right. I'm a 38-year-old, and I'm commanding little computer people to be sick over each other. That's how I'm living my best life. Go me. Throgg is then going to come in behind Mannfred and start kicking the shit out of him. The rest of the monstrous menagerie just messing up. Well, I think the crypt horrors have actually died, so it's just a corpse cart. And Mannfred. There is Mannfred. Getting surrounded by Famir, by trolls, by ice trolls, and of course Throgg. And they're all just kicking the shit out of him. As is tradition. That's it, Mannfred. If I'm going to have to end this campaign, I'm going to end it with your death. Because that makes me slightly happier about it. Mannfred slowly starting to disintegrate. And come on, Throgg, one last hit. Down he goes. He casts himself to death. Good job, Mannfred. You are literally the shittest. So there we go. Mannfred has been killed. His stupid round little moon face has been caved in by Throgg and his army of trolls, which suggests that Throgg's army might actually be kind of unbeatable. But we'll take the sacking income and get 15k. And Moonslaker. There we go. Attrition minus 50% suffered in vampiric territory, which would be fine if Throgg wasn't already immune to attrition. So Mannfred, once again, even in death, proving to be completely fucking useless. So there we go. I think that's where I'm going to have to end the campaign. Unfortunately, maybe I'll start a new Throgg campaign in the new patch and have the added problem of Nakai to deal with, and the new updated Albion, which will be interesting. But there we go. So until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.